Hello, M1s. I understand the first few classes may have been a little confusing, so I'm making this extra video to kind of explain how we're going to navigate through the next few weeks in art and design class. You should be able to find our activities in Learn that kind of explain how we'll be doing each lesson. As well, all resources will be here. At the moment, you should have the elements of art review, principles of art and design review and ID, the process photo folder where you can find all of the photos that we take throughout each project, your principles of design, and the elements of design slides are in here as well. Everyone should have gotten something that looks like this. I created template slides for each student and made you the editor, so you should have gotten notified about that. Follow the instructions here on the first slide in red. Watch this video, help explain how we're going to use our ePortfolio. In the portfolio, you'll see these blue slides. These are demo slides, give you an example of what your work should look like. And on the following slide is where your work will go. And I have some videos in here to help you figure out how to polish up your work. Our first activity was the elements of art review and ID. Make sure you watch all these little videos linked on these slides here. These are also in your ePortfolio. Take notes in your sketchbook on these, and then you and a partner or individually will choose one of these artworks to identify all the elements you can find. Present these to the class when we're all finished. We'll do the same thing with the principles of art and design. Watch all these videos, take notes in your sketchbook on all the principles so you have a strong understanding, and then watch my video here, how I model finding the principles in this artwork, and then again you and your partner will choose an artwork to identify the principles on. After we finish the elements and principles activities, we'll get into the comic unit. The comic unit will be in our resources here. I haven't shared it with you yet. But basically you're going to copy all of these slides into your ePortfolio. We'll start by investigating different styles of comics that you're interested in. This is a demo of some student work. Find a comic that you're interested in. You can find this on Google, Etsy, Pinterest, or maybe you have comics at home that you like. 5 very different styles, and you'll respond over here with your observations on the right. After we do our investigation, find the comic style that you're most interested in. We're going to do a practice cell. Our final piece will be done with a combination of either watercolor or colored pencils or both. So we'll practice using this media on some watercolor paper. This is all explained on slide 10, how we go through this. After you're finished, we'll get a photo of that into your ePortfolio. Again, the photos are going to be in resources into the process photo folder and drive. After we finish our practice cell, you're going to start developing different ideas for your story. Come up with 3 very different ideas. I used Ratatouille here as an example, and your story needs to have some kind of lesson or moral that the viewers should learn from your comic. We'll choose one idea to expand on and create an entire full story with all 5 parts of the narrative arc here. Once you finish your story, you'll need to convert that to a storyboard, which is basically just little sketches and illustrations with notes showing what's happening throughout the story. This can be done on 2 or 3 or 4 pages, and when you're finished, get that into your ePortfolio like this. And then we're going to need to make some artistic choices how to condense all these illustrations down into one A4 comic. The max size your comic can be is A4, just to help you manage time in a rough draft. So this can be like stick figures and sketches. But once we finish our rough draft, we're going to need to make some revisions and create our final draft. The final draft will go through the process just like we did the cell, where we outline it with the 4H pencil, go over it with the number 5 Umi pen, erase the pencil lines, and then color the illustration with watercolor or colored pencils. And if we have time, we'll add in some gold foil at the end as well. Once we've finished our final draft, you'll need to do the Elements and Principles ID just like we practiced last week. That goes in your ePortfolio. And explain your moral or lesson to your story, IB Learner profile trait that it connects to, and a short reflection. And that's how we'll wrap up our first unit in visual arts. Please let me know if you have any questions throughout the process, or if anything doesn't make sense. I'm happy to help anybody throughout along the way. Thank you.